Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Pranams.
To be honest, you are very right. It's on the same lines.
Okay. That's why I
But
thought I'll ask you in the end only, because most of the time in satsangs, it gets answered. Most of the questions get answered. So
thank
I
you.
waited in the end.
But yeah, I still want to ask Bhaiya. I might not be able to phrase it right now because I'm a
Okay.
bit lost now with all
That's okay.
the deep satsang. I
Mm.
basically, when I first was in touch with you, got in touch with you like 3 years back, my
Mm.
devotion was quite a lot of devotion, but it was going out only, external only. And
Yeah.
it dropped like that. The very next day, it had all gone. There was no mantra. जो दिन में 2 बार चलता था. I was doing it twice a day, and then I was doing like all these things, whatever prayers and everything. Everything. Hello, Bhaiya, can you see me?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear
All
you.
right. Yes, yes. I can see my picture. That's why I got
Yeah,
confused.
you're on spotlight. That's why.
Whatever it is. So the question. So what happened was, I was totally lost in this and in object devotion, everything. But it came out. It just fell in a day, and I wasn't doing any. And I was never felt bad about it. So it just shed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I feel at the moment is, and awareness, obviously, lots of Vivek is becoming better. Awareness is rising, and awareness tells you if you are judging a person or doing anything, you immediately go, क्या तुमने ऐसा नहीं किया कभी? तो तुम एकदम switch हो जाते हो. अगर तुम्हें doership आए, you immediately go into this mode, saying, हाँ हाँ, टांगे भी तो मैं चला रही हूँ. Like even my muscles, I'm making work. Food, I'm assimilating. Yes, so I'm the doer. Yes, even it comes at a certain level. So everything is going in the right direction. But one thing I
Right.
have to say is like Gyan, absolutely brilliant. You say Gyan and devotion. When it comes to devotion, I see it's still objective in the sense that when you talk about Ramna, you talk about Arnashla or about, there is a lot of bhav, just wells and
Right.
emotions well and everything, even in satsangs. But when when I'm doing like something, awareness, or I am in towards self, I haven't got that internal bhav. It's still limited to an object. This bhav,
Okay.
this emotion, this devotion, bhakti is limited to external, like
Mm.
Ramana and Arunachala. But if I say I know Ramana and from mind, I know that Ramana and Arunachala and self are the same. That is at mental level, yes. But to feel that feeling of devotion and love for self when going inside and being in awareness, I'm still to experience that. That's something to say. And I
Okay.
have got
I get
something
that.
more too. I think I've missed something here. But yeah,
Mm.
as you say, I'll see that here. Thank you. You carry on,
Oh.
please.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what you asked about, this external bhakti, it's more over in the external. I can see most of us are in that outside only. Outside is also better, because it is better than not having bhakti outside or inside. It starts with that. It starts with apara bhakti always. You fall in love with something. You fall in love with Arunachala. You fall in love with Shiva. You fall in love with your guru. You fall in love with Ramana or a samadhi, something, or some ideology, some concept, something, or with a scripture. You fall in love, because without falling in love you cannot embrace that. So that is the first grace that the Lord gives, your attraction towards something outside. But then the grace deepens in you, and then that grace makes it turn inside. And that also happens in time. For that, what I would say is, love yourself more. Self love is the first step towards bringing that love towards the subjective. Otherwise, it's going to be always objective. Most of the time, like for example, let me put it in the world way. We look for partners, we look for friends, we look for people outside. We want comrades, we want colleagues, we want some support system from outside, and then we get attracted to them, connected to them, and we depend on them, isn't it? So most of our life, you see, we are shifting from people to people. We are holding our friends, we are building relatives, we are building more communications. Why? Because you want to feel loved, or you want to feel connected, you want to benefit out of it. That is why you're doing, and that is outside bhakti. That's called outside love. So why are we going outside? If you investigate properly, it is because I am missing something in my place. Because I'm missing love in my life, I seek love from another person. Because miss peace in my life, I seek that peace from a situation, from a place, from a person. Because I miss my own wisdom, I seek wisdom from outside. So everything is that way. Whatever I'm missing here, I will go charging for it outside. So same way, so if you see, let's say for love, I am seeking love outside from people. Somebody should love me. So I am busy chasing somebody can. Why? Because I am feeling incomplete. There is an incompleteness in me. What I am saying is, if you start meditating on the self, if you start complimenting yourself with loves, and it might start with small acts like taking self care, self nourishment, self pampering. You treat yourself, you take yourself to a movie, you treat yourself with an ice cream, you go and sit with in the nature with yourself. You start falling in love with yourself. You start seeing the good part of you, the best part of you. You start nourishing all the good points that you have. You start having inner talk, the self talk. What happens is you start healing. You are building a very deep relationship with yourself, and in period of time it becomes very deep, and the moment you start nourishing and you start feeling complete there, I am telling you, your search for that thing outside will drop. That is why when spiritual seekers become very meditative and when they are finding their presence very present and full, they don't want anybody else present in their life. See the word, when you are present with your own presence, when your presence is full, now you do not long for the presence of people. And that is how you start withdrawing from the societies. You previously you depended on them. Now you don't need anybody. You become more and more aloof. Like the way Vairagya comes. Vairagya means what? It is not forcing things outside. You have found it in. So that is why you are losing the outside connections on which you are so dependent on. So where did that start? It starts with it starts with inner love. So you start paying attention to these things, and that is where even spirituality is connected. This devotion that we are seeking outside is a kind of security that you're seeking outside. The God's love, Guru's love. You are connecting to a Guru for what? Because you're feeling unsupported, helpless, unloved, untaken care of, and you are insecure. You don't know about your future. You have a lot of fears. So you connect to somebody outside who can fill you, or your lack of wisdom. You don't have clarity in life. You connect to a guru outside because you feel that person is going to give you, and that's how your relationship with the outside aspect begins. Be it God also. You connect to God because of that only. Nobody connects to God because they want to feel one with God. No, everybody starts with apara bhakti only, Veda bhakti only, swartha bhakti only, selfish bhakti. They want to fulfill their needs. So can you see, to fulfill the needs we go out. And I'm telling, if we go out to God or guru or place or human relationship, whatever, you go out in the world to fulfill your needs. Now let us say your needs are fulfilled, will you go out? You go out and reach to the refrigerator or to the kitchen because you are hungry. If you are not hungry, will you get up and go to the refrigerator? You will not. So similarly, when that devotion, when that what you call the insecurity is complete within, when the agyanta is gone and clarity starts fulfilling inside, when all these things, when love starts emerging from inside, you are blossoming with love, you won't depend on the external world. When you have the own wisdom coming from inside, why will you want somebody else to do that for you? So slowly that bhakti starts becoming para bhakti. So I would advise, if the transition is not happening, begin learning loving yourself. Spend more time with yourself than the time that you spend in the outside chasing whatever outside, even if it is spirituality. Spend more time. If you are going to too many tirtha places for other people, many people traveling again and again, there is a deep missing. You start visiting your own inner place. In eventually you will see the thirst for going out will die down. So, if you're not aware of this, you will be always chasing something outside. Even in spirituality, your gods will be outside, Tirtha will be outside, Guru will be outside. Every time you're not coming back. So, that's one tip I can give. Start self loving, self talk, self awareness, sitting with your own self, being happy in your own presence, learning to communicate with yourself, learning to heal yourself, learning to nourish your inner child. Inner child, all those wounds which are there, which has not got from the parents, which it has not got from the relatives, which it did not get from the surroundings. The whole child, whole life is craving for that love outside. So it is going outside again and again, chasing people what it did not get in the childhood, it is chasing. Once it understands, it needs nourishment. And you sit there, you talk to your inner child, you become your best friend. You nourish and pamper yourself and heal yourself. I'm telling you, guaranteed. All the dependency will start falling out. I'm telling you from my own life journey. All the dependency will simply go. You will start becoming more and more. And that is where the inner bhakti is rising, inner gyan, inner bhakti. Then you'll see all these tattvas inside only. Then no need to connect to any outside gods. All the gods starts becoming alive in you. You know, Ramana will become alive in you. Ramana has to live within us. He's not in the book or he's not in Arunachala. Ramana has to be every moment in us. You know, when you connect to that Guru Tattva very deeply, if you're thinking about your Guru day and night and the teachings and the ideal, if that is your ideal, then you'll see that Guru's voice will always be in your heart. Like if I'm now committed completely to Ramana, I can hear his voice, I can feel his presence. You know, that's where the guidance comes from inside. So that missing factor will start falling off slowly again. So we might need both of these interactions. You have to figure out. You can start from the inside journey. Let's become aware. Why I say in the end of every satsang to become aware? Because I want you to know the teacher is not outside, the wisdom is not outside, the grace is not outside. Whatever is happening is because of your inner being. Your inner being is throbbing for it. It is attracting and manifesting from outside. That's it. You have to see your inner throb. If you don't see that, then all your credit will go outside only. You are doing it. You are doing it. God is great. Guru is great. Wisdom is great. Scriptures are great. Yantra, Tantra, Mantras. All these methods are great. Paths are great. Places are great. They are great, no doubt. But why are they coming into your life? Because there is a desire in you. There is a seeking in you. So that comes first. First comes the desire, then comes the Kriya Shakti. Ichha Shakti should be there. So this Ichha Shakti who's giving? You might say, I have the desire. God's grace. Without that grace, you cannot. Now, I'm not telling some religion. You experiment and see. First, a bhava will come in you, then a desire will come in you. Bhava is not in your hand. Check it out. A bhav, that feeling, one feeling will start rising. Feeling you cannot generate. Thought you can generate. Find out from where the feeling is coming. That is kartur ajnane prapte phalam karma kim param karma tajjadam. It is coming from your karana sharira. Your karana sharira is directly governed by the Ishwar Tattva, where you cannot see your bhava, where it is initiating. So every thought that you do comes from the bhava. So if I say, oh, I am connecting and I am getting gyan, I had a desire, so the gyan came to me. Before the desire came to you, the thought, where did the bhava come from? Feeling. There's one feeling, one urge to connect to something. That bhava, which is unspoken. Abhi word nahi hua hai. Very sukshma feeling it is. That feeling only slowly becomes a thought. You know, you must have seen that. Before words, there is a feeling, and you're not sure about that. Sometimes you'll say, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling love. I'm feeling fear. Huh? You can't say, I don't know why I'm scared, but I'm feeling some. That's your bhava coming first. It's going to get converted into a thought. Thought will get converted into energy. Energy will convert it into action. Karma happens later in the physical part. From the Anandmaya Kosha, Karanmaya Sharira, it travels through your mind, where it becomes a thought. From there, it travels into the energy body, the prana, where the energy is given to the body, then to go and do that karma. So, anything you see is grace. This is what the webinar we did, grace, isn't it? Same thing. So, you must try to live your life in that manner. I have something. So from there, I attract everything good, bad, ugly, whatever I'm attracting. So bad things also I'm attracting in life. Nobody is responsible for that because I had a desire, because the bhava was that way. That's the power of karma. Prarabdha karma gives me a negative vibe, negative feeling. Then I have a negative thought, negative desire that translates and manifests and brings me that part of my karma. Similarly, good things are happening, evolution is happening, jnana is happening, connection is happening, speedy progress in the spiritual paths. Whatever I want, I'm getting. From where it is coming? First, the bhava comes, then you manifest it from outside. Look at that bhava always and connect there. That is why in Avadut Gita, verse number 1, it says, Advaita Vasanam Ishwar. In Bhagavatam clearly says, without the grace of God, you can't even think of God. So, thinking, you might say, I'm thinking of God, but who gave you that bhava to think? So, whom you are thinking about? God. But who gave you that bhava? God. So, without the grace of God, you cannot think about God. In this manner, you become free from the I. Become aware. From wherever that you feel, it's from you only. You feel love, you feel hatred, you feel fear, you feel joy, you feel divine, you feel pure. It's coming from you only. Whatever you feel, you attract. So, go to the source from where it all rises, this feeling, this bhava, and be grateful to that bhava. Be grateful to every bhava that leads you on the sadmarga. Be grateful to every feeling that gives you a good thought to do charity, to do seva, to help somebody, to be kind to somebody. Thank your vibes. It is not your desire to do help somebody. Some bhava is making you think that you have to help somebody. Why? Because in your karma, that good karma is written. Why? Because of your past karma, you are supposed to get something good. So it makes you do a good karma. And bhava trickles into you, makes you think good, you feel good, and then you do good. When you do good, the good karma comes to you. So you are destined to get that karma phala of good. So it makes you think good. So connect to that. That's the God within. That source from where these feelings come. Bow down to that, surrender to that, connect to that, love that, fall into devotion with that, surrender to that again and again. You'll start expanding that space with it. That's called self love. The inner bhakti will start coming. You see the inner guru from inside, that bhava, that awareness, which is making you aware, which is giving you guidance, protection, which is giving you the grace from within. There is one guidance system always taking care of. That's the inner guru. We connect to that inner guru. That outer core only you can see it inside. Same thing. In the form of bhava, that inner guru is making you, giving you guidance. Meditate on that. Then inner bhakti will start rising. Become aware and give thanks and devotion to the today's satsang, whatever we learned, whatever we understood, in whichever manner our life changes every single day, bit by bit. I give gratitude to this grace. It is not my effort, not my doing. By pure grace, I'm able to do. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadayachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we all be blessed. May we all evolve. May we all be free. Stay blessed, Arunachala Shiva.